Think she's some way to go on.
You'd think I was a pope, wouldn't you?
You bear more than a passing resemblance. Are you now?
I've never borne a passing resemblance. I've never ever borne one. I've looked behind me all my life. I've never seen a born resemblance at all.
Haven't you, indeed?
No, by God, no.
And tell me this.
Keep talking.
And tell me no more. Yeah. Are you love doing this, don't you? Are you an opera fan?
I first saw it. I was a jazz buff, you know, and the word tenor meant tenor saxophone in the jazz days. And I went to the San Carlo Theatre during the war when Gigli was singing the part of Rudolph. And I was Mimi.
Arthur had a visit to Provence. You're well known.
Yes, I saw it on the television.
You're well known for being a francophile.
Wasn't it?
It was on telly tonight, yes. I've seen you on telly tonight in Provence.
Yeah.
That is.
Are you a francophile? Do you love
No, but I carry them. Yeah. I always carry a Franco now. You never know when there's something going on. Yeah. Maria! I've just met a man called Maria. Sorry, I'm killing your royalties, aren't I?
Yes. So
have you ever killed any royalty? Like,
no.
Shot at Prince Wales, Torps?
I don't believe in cruelty to royalty.
Don't you?
Yeah.
They do it to themselves, though, don't they?
How can you say this? And you just made a new CBE. Did the Queen give you your CBE?
It wasn't. It was second-hand. It used to be somebody Lord Parrington Giles, who died 14 years ago, and they gave it to me. They didn't know where to put it. You know.
Who gave it to you?
That was the chap who was having it off with that tall Spanish bird.
David Mellor.
David Mellor, yes. He took it out of a drawer. He took it out of a drawer and they gave it to me, and I put it in my drawer. Where it is now. Oh, it's a big deal. Big deal.
Now, it's likely that in the fullness of time you'll be knighted. So who do you think is going to give you the knighthood?
Let me see now. Bridget Bardo. I'd love to kneel down. And she says, get up, suspect Milligan. Yeah.
Tell me this, Spike.
Tell you what.
Tell me no more.
Tell me what now.
Do you watch the Eurovision Song Contest?
Yes.
Thank you.
Next question.
All right.
I watched it actually in the kneeling load position. Not many people watch that show in the kneeling load position. It's quite unique, yeah. This silence comes to you by courtesy of what we're going to ask him next.
My scriptwriter, because I have a team of them, one of them, hand-picked man, said...
You pick them with your hands?
Oh, yes.
That's an appalling thing to do to a man, to pick him.
So I pick him out of the rubbish dump, and he wanted to know, because a great fan of yours, what was the funniest joke you'd ever heard?
You.
The bitter word. Always the bitter word. Oh, where are going?
The Irish never speak well of each other, no. They don't. I'll tell you, there's a joke. It was the Marx Brothers, and I thought for 1930 this was a very funny joke. There's Groucho Marx playing guitar to Margaret Dupont, a very tall woman, and suddenly there's a knock on the door, a classical situation. She says, "Oh, it's my husband." He said, "What'll I do?" She said, "Quick, duck behind the couch." So he went behind the couch, and the husband came in. And Groucho stood up and said, "There's no duck behind this couch." Do you think? Tell you another one I made up today.
Oh.
I try to write a joke every day. This is one I wrote today. It's an Irish oculist, optician. And the guy goes to him and says, "Look, I can't see so well." He said, "Don't worry. Come outside." It was nighttime shopping, so he went outside and said, "Now look up there." So he looked up. He said, "Now, can you see the stars?" He said, "Yes." He said, "How bloody far do you want to see?" What was that?
Anyway, do you think comedy...
That was a bullet.
Do you think comedy was funnier, Harry? people do tend to lump you in with alternative comedians, but I don't think you are you?
No, not really, but I'm not.
He said his name was John to me in the
Rose, I said.
No, you didn't.
He met
He
met
said
my
John.
father
I
a
said,
couple of
I
weeks.
don't often meet a John. And I said, actually, there are clutches of 8 Johns in London now. You can see them. See 8 Johns going along at the same time.
do?
Yeah. And he said he was a John. I don't know.
And
why.
Johns don't like the weather, do they?
No, they're
not bothered by the
They
weather,
don't
are
like some Johns who stay out late get wet.
Yeah.
Franks are much better. A lot of Franks are much better. You can spend them in France.
Poor old Terry, you've got to feel sorry for him, haven't you? Yeah. Why don't we all just get together and beat the hell out of him? That would be funny, wouldn't it?
Can you... I'd like leather whips if you must do it.
You enjoy that, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You don't mind
I've
your
one
nose
massive
in that?
whip marks if I took my clothes off now.
Would you say...
I know where Miss Whiplash is. I'm in personal touch with her. Where is she? Well, how could a woman with a 64-inch bust hide?
You are one of those rare artists, a man who has built a career for his father, rather than vice versa, aren't you?
Well, my dad writes for the Oldie now magazine, which
I saw
that Richard Ingram's
of you and he in the paper together. So you've kind of given him a new career.
Well, no, he wrote some stuff about how horrible I was.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do with it, so I sent it to the Oldie. And they published it, and now they publish him every week, talking about how horrible young people are.
Yeah.
And he met Spike, actually. There was a lunch, Oldie of the Year lunch.
Yes.
And Spike said, "Hello, Harry." And he said, Spike's wife said, no, it's actually his father. And he said, "Oh, I shall call you Rose. Are you a dustman, Rose?" And Dad was very impressed by that.
It's nice to call. He wasn't a dustman, of course.
But he liked being called Rose.
Actually,
He's insisted on
mortician,
being...
Yes.
He's insisted on being called
pre-death
Rose.
mortician.
Is he?
Yeah, pre-death, yes. He buries them before they die, while it's cheap. Actually, I'm getting on so much myself, you know.
Are you?
I think I'm dying. Every day, I lay out in a field with a shovel beside me and see what happens.
You keep bouncing back. You go through a bad patch and then you join us again and...
A bad patch? That was Lewisham. That's the worst patch I know in
You
London.
don't like Lewisham, do you?
No, I don't, no.
He doesn't like Lewisham. He was saying that before. Yeah. Saying he doesn't like Lewisham.
What do you think it will say on your gravestone then, Spike?
I'd say, I told you I was ill.
Well, there you are. There you are, friends. I imagine there was enough there to keep the Oxford Dictionary of Quotations going for a while. My thanks to Arthur, and Spike, and Harry, and Michael, and all the good people of Provence. We're all off for a pastis and a
We
pasty.
should have gone on with
Good
the
night,
John bit.
and I'll see you on the radio on Monday.
We did
Au
very well
revoir.
with the John and the Green.